Hey everybody, you're listening to episode 12 of our Minuteman Moment in Airman's podcast. I'm Sergeant Rolls and I'll be your host for this week's episode. Today we have Master Sergeant Hawkins from our very own safety office here to talk to us about holiday safety and some general Christmas safety tips that we might all need to keep in mind when decorating our trees or shopping or doing anything else that we do during the holidays. Welcome, Sergeant Hawkins.
Well, thank you, Sergeant Rose. Thank you for having us.
I'm glad you're here. So one of the first things I want to talk about is like decorating outside and safety when you're putting up lights and stuff like that. I know lots of people have accidents. So can we talk about that a little bit?
Oh, definitely. So as you know the lights bring holiday cheer for sure, but they can be a safety hazard. Always remember to use indoor lights indoors and outdoor lights outdoors. And always turn them off when leaving the house or go to bed. And make sure to replace the sets that have broken sockets or frayed wires.
So as far as like indoor and outdoor lights, how can people distinguish between the two?
When you go to purchase, it'll show on the box itself.
All right.
Whether it's indoor or outdoor.
Yeah, just making sure that we clarify that for anybody who's like, what's the difference between an indoor and outdoor light? So also there's a few things like, some people get a fake tree and some people get a live tree. Some people get Christmas cactuses or poinsettias. Are any of these plants poisonous? Should we keep them in high places? What should we make sure of and look out for?
Yeah, you definitely got to be mindful of poisonous plants. Eating mistletoe is actually toxic. So, not everybody can be Mario, so don't use it for extra kissing powers. Don't eat it. Definitely keep it away from pets, along with other potentially poisonous plants like hollyberries, Jerusalem cherry, amaryllis.
Yeah, so basically all the typical things that you find around your house at Christmas time. All right, so don't eat your Christmas cactus, guys. And then don't eat the mistletoe. Use it for kisses only, not for your salads. Another thing that we like to do when it's the holidays is travel. So we go all over the places, whether it's via car, plane, or if you're somebody else, maybe a train. So any car or travel safety tips that you want to share with everybody?
Yeah, Christmas travel season can be especially dangerous. Triple the people on the roads, the airports, train stations, everybody's nerves are pretty well shot.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So, but if you do travel by car, make sure that you get your car serviced before leaving, carry an emergency road kit, and allow yourself extra time. Don't just avoid the rushing. Plan for it. And definitely, especially with the smartphones, use the apps, for highway safety. Mm-hmm. For, you can use iDrive, Arkansas, for road conditions. And look at the other states, too. That way you can plan accordingly.
Right, yeah. And I guess if there's weather, too, you may watch out for weather. Maybe if it's not snowing here, you're going someplace where it is going to be snowing. So bring chains for your tires or little studs to put on your tires, too. Those things always work. Just like you said, plan ahead.
Yep, plan ahead, be prepared.
Yep. So another thing, too, that we have tended to lean towards is online shopping instead of like in-person brick and mortar store shopping. So I know like sometimes if you're not careful, you can, your card information can get stolen, your identity could get stolen. So any safety tips for online shopping or anything like that?
Yeah, this is definitely the big season for shopping fraud. The one thing when you're looking at the websites, you always see that HTTP, HTTPS. Well, the S actually stands for secure. So when you're looking at the sites, make sure that S is there.
I did not know that. And
never click on a link from an unsolicited email. Because once you go to one spot, they're going to keep going and keep sending you stuff. So,
yeah.
If you didn't go there and you haven't done your research, don't click.
Lots of people still like the real Christmas trees. I know there may be more fire hazards associated with real Christmas trees than fake ones. So maybe we can go over that a little bit in detail so we can make sure that people understand exactly what they need to do and the possible potential hazards of a real tree.
Yeah, definitely. Just like so many, and just like my family, this year, go out, get the live tree. But if you get the live tree, have the vendor cut off about 2 inches of the trunk to expose fresh wood for better water absorption. And make sure there's always water in the tree stand.
Yeah. I think people forget to do that a lot,
They
like water
do.
their tree.
And animals, unfortunately, they'll get under there and drink the water, and
Yep.
definitely keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
And then keep your tree at least 3 feet away from any radiators or fireplaces. And if you buy an artificial tree, check that it is labeled fire resistant.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I have a fire-resistant tree. I'm sure I do.
Well, let's not find out.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I should find out.
We'll find out, but let's
don't-
find out the right way.
Yeah. What about fireplaces and stuff like that? I know lots of people have fireplaces.
Oh, yeah, definitely with the fireplaces. And Christmas, there's, easy ways to start fires and burn things. But the one thing I can say is don't burn wrapping paper in a fireplace. The wrapping paper actually has toxic gas. It's toxic and will release toxic gas if you burn it
Oh, like
because of the chemicals.
Ooh, that's gross. All right. Well, you guys don't burn your wrapping paper in the fireplace. So going back one more, I want to talk real fast about securing your tree. How do you secure your trees, whether it's a fresh tree or a fake tree, an artificial tree?
If you have a fresh tree, don't whittle or taper the trunk to fit your stand.
Okay.
Because you're taking away the stability of it.
Right.
You definitely will make it secure. Like I know our cat will have no problem getting in the tree. So we almost have to put anchors on it.
Yeah. So one thing that we do too is we feast, just like Thanksgiving. So any safety tips, like food safety tips that you want to share with us? Because I know a lot of us are going to be cooking, hams, turkeys, whatever.
Definitely. One thing is for sure, nothing will ruin your Christmas dinner faster than guests coming down with food poisoning. So handle your food safely with some simple reminders. Keep raw meat away from fresh produce. Wash your hands frequently. And use a meat thermometer and use separate cutting boards for cooked and uncooked meat.
Right. So one question, are you a turkey or a ham guy for Thanksgiving or for Christmas?
Whatever Sherry wants me to cook.
Oh, okay. What do you guys usually cook?
Normally it's a fried turkey this year. Really don't know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
A little different Christmas this year.
Yeah. For us and my family growing up, we always did lasagna and duck.
That sounds good.
It is good. It's weird, but it's good. I don't know how that tradition started, but ever since I was old enough to remember things, we always had lasagna and duck. One of the things that people also like is to make their house smell festive, right?
Oh, yeah, the cookie dough candles.
The cookie dough candles, that is right. So give us a little bit of candle safety because that also includes fire, which I know a lot of people are not experts in.
No, and actually, the top 3 days for home fire started by candles, surprisingly enough, is Christmas, New Year's, and New Year's Day.
Okay. I wouldn't have guessed that.
So to avoid a disaster, keep candles at least a foot away from anything flammable, like your fake Christmas tree.
So don't put candles on your Christmas tree, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure candles are in stable holders, and they can't be easily knocked down, and never leave burning candles unattended.
Yeah, so don't fall asleep waiting for Santa on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe if you have a cat or if you have little ones who like to look at the shiny tree or climb the shiny trees, what would you suggest as far as ornaments go? I know a lot of people put glass ornaments on there or they'll put something special on there and they're like, nobody touch this, So, I know there's a lot of pretty stuff that goes on the tree. If we want to put pretty stuff on the tree, like breakables,
Hang it up high.
hang it up high. All right.
Those colorful and shiny vintage ornaments are just too tempting for the little ones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So instead of hanging them down low, hang them up high. That way the kids can get in on a decorating fun, and you don't have to worry about any broken glass.
Yeah. My
or broken feelings.
Yeah, I think that's probably more along the lines of what it would be is broken feelings. I've had several of my favorite ornaments broken by small children. So, and as mad as you want to be, you can't be mad because you're like, they're just little kids, you're just like, oh.
You put it there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Anything else that you want to share for us for holiday season? Anything you want to let our listeners know?
Y'all just have fun and enjoy this time together. Definitely, my family has learned life is definitely short, so make every memory count.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Sergeant Hawkins, for being here and sharing your safety message with us. I know it's important to practice safety measures and everything, but I think people get, a little carried away with the holidays, so it's always good to have a reminder here.
Oh, definitely.
So thank you again for being here. And
well, thanks for having me.
Appreciate your time. All right, guys, remember, stay safe, stay where, do the things you want to do, but make sure you're thinking of safety when you do them. Happy holidays from the 189th Airlift Wing to our extended family, and we'll talk to you next time.
We are mission-ready airmen, providing premier training to the C-130 and cyber enterprises, capitalizing on partnerships to support the state and defend the nation. Our vision is to be a diverse family of airmen, dedicated, adaptive, and empowered to lead.